Pups. Hey pups, Top Pup here, Puppy Ninja, and we're back. This is the save file. And we're back with Seduce Me. This is part 5 million, basically. I'll have to check before I post. And anywho, so we were just hit by our father, which is sad. And we're going to be moving into a grandfather's house who just died, and we're packing. I opened the closet, rummaging around for a while before I finally found 2 large bags. Pulling them out onto the floor of my room, began to empty my drawers and cabinets so that I could bring all my things with me. I didn't have much to bring other than just clothes and some toiletries. It was kind of bizarre that I didn't have many personal belongings. It wasn't like my luggage was completely devoid of them, but I certainly didn't have many things in my room that I would miss if I just suddenly left the house. I shook my head to rid myself of those thoughts. If it were going to be my new home, it would have to feel like it. One way or another, I was going to make it a home. Sorry, I really like this song. Just as I was packing my things, my cell phone began ringing and vibrating in my pocket. I slid my phone out of my pocket and answered it while slowly easing myself onto my bed. Who could possibly be calling?
Hey, Anderson, you there? Is everything all right? We were worried about you, so we decided to call. ... Hello?
I'm really glad you guys called. My voice managed to come out, though it was only a whisper.
What happened? Are you okay?
Well, I slowly began to tell him about the funeral that afternoon. A small silence followed when I was done recounting what happened, and to my relief, Naomi finally spoke up.
I can't begin to imagine how you must be feeling right now. I'm so sorry. Do you want us to come over right now?
No, it's okay. My dad isn't in a good mood. So could we just keep talking on the phone like this?
Of course! We'd stay on the phone until the crack of dawn. Right, Suzu? Yeah. We're always here if you need us. After all, we wouldn't be the awesome triple threat trio without you, right?
This is way too quiet. There we go. Yeah.
Triple threat trio? That sounds like the name of a gang. Yeah, I mean, we're all taking on the world together. We've got to sound somewhat scary, or else no one's going to take us seriously. What's with you and naming things? You've got to step up your game, Naomi. Following behind the cool kids like Anderson and me. Tisk, tisk. Hey! I'm a cool kid! If anything, I'd say you'd have to step up your game.
Ooh, Naomi. We chatted cheerfully about all sorts of things. Very soon I had forgotten about the events that day and was engaged in conversation about Naomi's favorite TV show, some program called Herlock. We all agreed that the actor playing the titular character certainly had a very distinctive look about him with the long overcoat and scarf wrapped around his neck. We had many disagreements about who we thought was the coolest character. Yeah, he has really high cheekbones and his eyes are pretty, though I do have to say I prefer Jackson. And as a bonus, his actor is just so sassy. I looked at the clock hanging on the wall and realized how late it was. Whoa, is it already 1 a.m.? Oh, come on, that's rookie time. Goodness, I stay up later. Which I really shouldn't, but I do anyway. Sorry for keeping you guys up so late. I think I'm going to hit the hay for tonight. See you guys at school tomorrow. I should probably take a shower and go to bed. I can't believe I stayed up this late just to talk to my friends. I do it all the time. But it was really nice. Well, to the bathroom I go. I took a relaxing shower. Nothing beat hot water and the feeling of being clean. After drying myself, I promptly dressed in my pajamas and crawled into bed. A nice hot shower after a long day. I'm so glad to finally be in bed. It had been a really long day. I knew I was wishing for something to change back in class, but I certainly wasn't expecting any of the things that happened today. And I have to go back to school tomorrow. I curled up on my side and tightly wrapped the blankets around me. I really wasn't in the mood to be returning to school, but my dad probably would make me go just for the sake of it. It's time to go to sleep. I reached out to the lamp on my nightstand and turned off the lights. Blackness. However, my mind was so lost in the passing of my grandfather and the thought of inheriting something so big that it haunted my mind the entire night until the next morning. I shook my head to try to clear the sleepiness out of me to no avail. I really didn't get any sleep last night. Oh, it's fine. I do that all the time. It's, 8 hours of sleep is overrated. It's already time to wake up. Wait, school. As soon as I realized I had to go to school, I slid out of my bed and looked at the vanity mirror. That's a relief. Luckily, there was barely a bruise on my cheek. You had to squint to actually see it. I doubt anyone would actually notice it unless they leaned in really close. Breathing out a sigh, I got dressed, took my backpack, and caught the bus to go to school. It wasn't even hours before everyone had heard the news. I was approached in school and given condolences for my loss. However, that wasn't what shocked my friends.
Wait, so you have the whole Anderson house to yourself? Lucky as hell, man! Quit being so sensitive, Naomi. Quit being so vulgar, Suzu.
Oh, what's one aside with?
Of course you would side with her.
Hey, I'm sorry. You're just being very sensitive right now. I'm sorry. I'm vulgar in real life, so,
Ha! See? At least she knows how to have fun.
Well, that's not what I meant.
I know how to have fun. You don't need to be wild to have fun.
That is true. Guys, I'm going there after school today because my parents want me to get used to living there.
Seriously? It hasn't even been a day since you came back to school.
I know, but my parents want me to try living there as soon as possible.
Still, that's really fast. Are you going to be okay?
Heck yeah, we're going to have like a giant party. Goodness sakes, whoop whoop, party. I know that's not what I should be saying after my grandfather passed, but come on. I am a terrible person. I am so sorry. I am a terrible person. Of course, ha ha ha. See, she's laughing, okay? She's laughing. I don't want to hear nothing about me being a terrible person in the comments. You know, you're gonna do it. But even in the comfort of my best friends, life seems to keep testing me. Oof! Ow! Bleh!
Hey! Don't go around shoving people like that.
You tell him.
Whoops. Did I strike a nerve, Capini?
She let out a small laugh as she twirled her hair around her finger. Lizette, one of the last people I wanted to see today.
It's not me you should be apologizing to.
Oh, Anderson. Hey, how's it going?
I'm alright.
Haven't you already heard, Lizette?
Of what?
Her grandfather's passing.
Yeah, my grandpa died. I was closest to him. Oh, she's just so mad. She's just like, of course he knows. He's just being a pain in the neck.
Well, I'm sorry about that. I don't really watch a lot of news.
Everybody's been talking about it.
It doesn't really sound like you mean it.
I do mean it. Earnestly. Why wouldn't I?
Because you don't like me?
Typical Capini. Isn't her family involved with the mafia or something? I wouldn't be surprised if she brought out a bat from behind her back right this moment.
That is racist, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That is... I had nearly forgotten the crowd that followed Lizette, which was mostly comprised of people that no one wanted to see on a typical school day. No one had the slightest idea why exactly they followed Lizette. I'm sorry. They followed Lizette around persistently, but they labeled themselves as social equals with her.
That is out of line. Suzu comes from an honest family.
Yes.
Says the one whose family profits from political scandals.
Oh, come on, snobby girl. Doesn't even give her a name. Snobby girl. Well, yeah. Why give her a name if we're not going to see her?
Yeah, your dad doesn't make anything unless he's in the court with dirty politicians.
Hey, let's all calm down for a second, all right? I'm sure Anderson needs some time to recuperate. I mean, what just happened? We need to give her some respect.
Thank you, Lisa, even though my character does not feel the same way. ... Just stop. Stop acting like that already. Like you feel sorry for me.
What are you talking about?
Hey, I think that's against dress code. I'm sorry, just dress code. At least at my school, dress code. I'm sure you're happy seeing me like this. You already have everything you wanted, and now seeing me like this, life couldn't get any better for you. I know that's not what it said, but whatever. Bitterness seeped into me, and words started flying out of my mouth without filter. I'm gonna start swearing now. Not really. But honestly, I didn't care. I was so consumed by anger that I only saw Lisette in front of me. Yeah, you two just zoom off the screen, please. Go. What exactly am I to you? What exactly am I to you? Just another part of your obstacle course? Is that what I am? I'm sick of it, Lisette. I'm sick of all these charades. I'm sick of you. God, it's getting so quiet. What are you yelling about? Gasps rose from the crowd around her, and I was brought back to school hallway. Even my friends beside me looked at me in surprise. One girl looked like she was going to speak up, but Lisette held her hand up to stop her. There was an emotion in her eyes that I couldn't quite make out, but I could see a form of pity in her eyes. No, don't you dare pity me. I actually hate when people pity me and stuff. It is just something that bothers me. I looked away from her. I didn't want to see that emotion in her eyes when she was talking to me. She didn't have the right to look at me that way.
I'm sorry. I know your grandfather passing away must have really taken a toll on your emotions. ...
She stepped towards me and put her hand on my shoulder, giving me a tiny smile as if for old time's sake. See, she's being nice. That's why later, when I have to make a choice, I make my choice instead of what other people probably want me to make. But for some reason, I didn't feel comforted at all. Not that I was just angry at her, but the expression in her face when she leaned in close to me contorted into something complex. Something was different about her. I couldn't quite place my finger on it, but something about her had definitely changed.
Well, I'll be going for now. Track meet responsibilities and all of that stuff. See you later.
Something about Lisette made me feel uncomfortable. I wasn't just angry, but also uneasy. What was it? I'd never seen her like that before. But I decided to pay no further attention to it. She continued running down the hallway with a gaggle of friends behind her. Friends. I refocused my attention to Miss Phillips, who was walking down the hall towards me.
Is everything all right, girls?
Nothing we couldn't handle, Mrs. P. Just a bunch of snobs.
Suzu, hush! It was nothing, Mrs. Phillips.
I see. Well, Miss Anderson, please accept my condolences for your loss.
Thank you, Miss Phillips.
Your grandfather was a good man. He really upheld the philanthropy of his company's policies, and the money that went towards charity, too.
I know, he was amazing. I really looked up to him, and I would want to be as good as he was.
Well, I know that you'll be as great as your grandfather.
Hell yeah, she will. She'll be 10 times better than her grandfather.
Would I really be better than my grandfather? Everyone seemed to have high expectations for me. I wanted to do my best and make my family proud, but to be better than my grandfather? I wasn't sure about that. From outside the school window, I saw a familiar blue car pull up to the curb. Undoubtedly, it was my father in the driving seat. Oh, my ride's here. Well, I guess I'll see you both tomorrow.
Want us to come with you?
Oh, no, it's okay. Haha, I'll be fine. See you. Hey, Dad.
Hey, honey.
He looks so sad. I still don't like him, though. As I got into the car, I noticed my father looked troubled, clutching at his steering wheel and staring straight ahead as if something was really bothering him.
About what happened yesterday. I'm sorry for yelling at you. Does your cheek still hurt?
No, it's nothing to worry about.
I mean it. I shouldn't have laid a finger on you. You know that you're my most precious daughter. You're all that I have.
And that's where we will end it, because, timing is dumb. Stay sneaky, my pups.